Welcome back into the Sports Source. This segment brought to you by Topoco Lodge, the perfect spot for outdoor adventures, first-class treatment options, from beautiful suites to private cabins. Folks, they also have a great, terrific restaurant right there on the river, right by the rushing Chiowa River. If you haven't been up there and you've heard me talk about it, get up there. See it for yourself. It is spectacular. If you're looking to be treated first class, a resort, it's right here in the neighborhood, and so many people haven't seen it. Topoco.com. They have really, really done wonders with that place and sunk so much money into it. It's spectacular. All right, spring scrimmage, so we probably won't take it as life or death, but I will ask you, big picture, what things do you want to see out of the orange and white game next week? What would you like to see? And I'll throw this out first. Health. Everybody, I mean, that's the obvious. That's the kind of big picture thing I'm talking about.
Which has been one of the positives so far this spring.
It has been.
They've been a very healthy team.
Yeah.
A lot of times I look for individual improvement. I want to see how accurate Garantano is. I want to see Quavaris Crouch at linebacker. How does he look? I want to see Wanye Morris on the offensive line. I want to see Jalen McCullough in the secondary. I look for individuals that I think may need to help this team in the fall. And so that's a lot of what I look for, is the improvement in the ability of some individual players, not team concept stuff, but individuals.
And you heard so much about Josh Palmer, too, and that he might have moved up to be the best receiver on the team. Does that show up in the orange and white game? He had a touchdown catch right in the scrimmage. We've heard Daniel Batuli's been doing really well. Do you have players who look bigger, stronger, faster? Do you see actual improvement position here and there?
Save some for somebody else. Okay. Anything left? You got it?
I'll tell you one thing I'd like to see. How's Juwan Jennings look?
Yeah.
Because I thought all last year he did not look like the same player he had looked at before. So is he healthy? Does he get back to looking? Because I'd always thought, okay, that guy's a third-round draft choice probably. Then last year, no, didn't look like that. So does he get back to follow the looking at individuals thing?
I would give you one on Garantano, and that is, does he make plays? And again, we're talking today, it's been 2 weeks on the field with Chaney. That'll be 3 weeks on the field with Chaney. But does he make plays? Because for all the griping people do about Garantano, we showed these numbers after the Bowls this year. He takes care of the football. He doesn't get you beat. A lot of quarterbacks out there get you beat. So he takes too much of a beating for, he's not a great quarterback. Well, half the battle is not losing games for you. He doesn't do that. What he hasn't done is shown that I can carry you. Can he make plays next week against his the other side of the defense out there, the other side of the roster? Jeremy Pruitt made waves last year when he criticized Vol fans for not showing up for the orange and white game. He is back at it, not in criticizing, but in terms of, I want a full house. In fact, he said, quote, "We need our stadium full." And he went through all the reasons that it is important for recruiting to have a packed Neyland Stadium. It's not going to be. We know that. It's not going to be packed. If it's not, should he continue to beat the drum and demand what he wants to see? He wants overall program excellence, or should he learn his lesson from last year and just let it go?
Just let it go. I mean, to me, it is what it is. I mean, you can have 50,000 people there, and that's a good crowd, you know?
And they'll announce 70.
That's right, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it is.
Yeah, I would let it go as well. Because last year my takeaway was, looking at the crowd, this is a really good crowd. And then afterward, we had the "where was everybody else" thought from Jeremy Pruitt. He should be promoting and saying, hey, we want fans there. There's nothing wrong with that. I think the idea that it can really help with recruiting is way overblown. I don't think Tennessee's big picture recruiting is relying on a couple, few extra thousand
Alabama
fans.
is built on spring game attendance.
That's right. That's right. So promote, encourage, and ask fans to come out, and then when you don't fill it up, thank the fans who did come.
And they better not leave early in Alabama either.
Here's the key to the whole thing. You're a program that's won 9 games in 2 years. You want more people to show up for things, you got to turn that around first.
I agree with that, and I think anybody who goes is doing a good job. However, I will say this. If you're one of the people in the hashtag Vol Twitter crowd, and 5 times a day you tweet, "We're the best fan base, aren't we the best fan base? Golly, we're the best fan base. Best fan base, I'm the best fan in the best fan base." Put your butt over there. If you're going to tweet and talk all day, put your butt over there. Because if you're sitting there going, "I ain't going over there till they win," then you're not the best fans. Sorry, you're just fans. which is what I would be. I can't blame you for that. But if you're going to spend all day telling me on Twitter how great you are, for those people who do that, put up or shut up. And if he comes out and he's upset and you don't like it, well, he's calling you out because you talk about how you're the greatest fans. If you're not there, you're not backing up your own tweets. All right, when we come back, are the Lady Vols ready to hire the best coach in America? We'll discuss. Come on back.